We are about to talk to the very spunky lead singer from the script, Danny O'Donoghue.
What? Excuse me?
What?
What you call me?
Oh, yeah, I forget that.
Spunky means something totally
Oh, that's
different.
right.
Yeah.
I forgot. Spunky
Yeah.
means hot here, handsome.
Oh, does it? Okay. Well, it means something totally different. back
Yeah,
home.
the spermy front man. That's what I meant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we heard your gigs can get pretty wild, so...
They can, in fairness, yeah.
You're going to love your time in Australia so much, your time now and also when you come back touring because, you know, this country loves Mrs. Brown's Boys, as I believe.
Oh, yeah.
You do. In fact, the NME, which is obviously a very cool music magazine in the UK.
No, it's not.
They reckon...
It's not. It's the worst magazine you'll ever read in your life.
They reckon
of faded old musicians who've lost touch with music since it was made on gramophones.
They reckon that your album was inspired by your love for Mrs. Brown's Boys. Why would they say such a thing?
I reckon the enemy was inspired by hedgehogs. Because you know what's on a hedgehog's back? A big bunch of...
Yeah, right. Why would they say such a thing, Danny?
Because they're idiots. They don't do reporting. They do and copy and paste.
Did you cross them? Is this why have they...
Is
No,
it
not at
mean
all.
or just
Not at all.
dumb?
No, we just make successful music. I think the story the week before was that, you know, we were doing hardcore rap. I was getting texts. I was like, what are you doing hardcore rap? I was like, it was that enemy again.
God, that's annoying though when that happens and people read it and think it's real.
It's not. It's funny. All it is funny because enemy would, you know, they'd say stuff like that in the papers, but then you go and meet all the editors and all that stuff, and they're like, "Listen, any chance I can get your autographs?" Or my wife loves the band, my kids love the band. Any chance I can get some autographs? I'm like, no. It's funny.
Speaking of which, speaking of things nasty and also a bit spunky, what about that guy who grabbed your crotch in Brussels?
That was very spunky of him, wasn't it?
That was nuts. I was just reading about that.
Yeah, I know. In fairness, now, you know, the press reported it like I was literally like, I'm in a shower, you know, trying to get clean, and you know, like I was,
Yes.
you know. But to be honest, it was. I mean, it was a bit more fun than that, if you know what I mean. It was. I was walking through the crowd, and this guy literally grabbed. Well, I felt a hand coming underneath. Underneath my legs, and
Your undercarriage.
my undercarriage, yeah. My tisn't, because it tisn't your willy and it tisn't your bum. So that I felt a hand coming through my tisn't, and he literally just grabbed it and squeezed it and pulled it down. You know?
Oh my God!
How he ever got a hold of it, with you know, I'll never know because it's quite bit. No, I'm joking. But so he squeezed it, pulled it down. And then turned around, and I just seen him turning around and bragging to his friends. He's like, I seen him mouthing, I grabbed him by the balls. I seen him
God,
you know.
he's tisn't.
So I hit him in the face. I punched him in the face.
Did you?
Yeah, I know, with my mic hand and everything, so everybody heard. All you hear is boom. These big giant sounds of me. But in fairness, you know, I see red. You know, when that was happening. You know.
Yeah.
And tell us about the punch. Did he drop down?
You know what? He dropped to the ground. His friends end up walking over to me because they didn't see him actually physically grabbing me.
Oh, God.
All they seen was me jumping off the stage and punching him in the face. But either way, I mean, I filed a sexual harassment assault case with the venue itself. So, you know, he was a big burly dude as well. You know, 6'4". If he wanted to come back to the place and say I sexually assaulted another man, then I mean, be it on his own. Yeah. Be it on his own accord. I don't think any man wants that on the record.
I tell you what, it's a very strange thing to turn around and brag to your mates about. If my mate had turned around and said, I just grabbed Danny by the balls, I'd go, sorry?
You would have punched him.
Yeah. Maybe it's his thing he does at gigs. Maybe he's got a list at home. I've got Danny from the script. I've got Chris Martin.
Yeah.
I've got,
Well, you know, if I was a friend, maybe I'd be a bit upset. I'd be like, here I am. I've known you for 8 years and not once have you touched me. You've barely met this boy for 1 second and already you're grabbing his undercarriage.
Yeah.
You're gonna...
We went out on a date the following weekend now, where we've lived happily ever after since.
Get around the script. What an absolute joy. Danny, thank you for taking the time. Nova presents the script, playing Rod Laver Arena Wednesday, April 29, Mish. Tickets go on sale 10 a.m. next Tuesday. That's October 21.
Meshel, Laurie.